Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is a speaker and author of several books on relationships. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Don't tolerate abuse. And this is very important because I see too many women get into abusive relationships because I don't know, it could be for a myriad reasons. Sometimes it's because that dude is sexy fine. Sometimes that dude is sexy fine. Shout out Nicole Michelle for bringing out that word or applying that word. Mr. Goodbar type. He fine too. You got all that, whatever you consider fine, whether it's that 6'5" dude or that stocky dude or the slim dude or the dude just packing. Got that big old eggplant, whatever. You get into the relationship with him, he started mistreating you and everything, and started talking trash about you, putting you down, but you deal with it anyway. Or another case, even with the money thing. Now, I ain't big on the money thing, but we know a lot of y'all get with that guy because of your financial situation. That guy got some money, he got extra money, he can keep your bills paid, he can take care of all that stuff, and you can sit back and chill. But just because that dude got money don't mean he can't be abusive. And that's just a reality, too. This is especially for the women talking about getting that bag. Some of the dudes who got that bag still will whip your ass. And if you put on shoes, you better stay perfect. A lot of them want trophies. So you put on 2 ounces and stuff, he ready to curse you out. Yeah, seriously. There's a whole lot of abuse going on in those upper classes that's just kept quiet. And it ain't necessarily physical. Or it could just be a situation where the woman, a woman's just, she just want to be in a relationship so bad she just take whatever. She'll take a normally non-select dude he's non-select because he's an asshole. In fact, usually when you see a woman with an asshole or a jerk or something like that, he usually ain't select. Because contrary to what some men believe or know, most of them don't really know all the nuances of the select, non-select. A lot of women will deal with that non-select man because, one, they can't get the select man, or, they just want to be with a man so badly, he breathing, so they're going to deal with him. He's still non-select. She's still not going to give him her best, but then she'll get in a relationship with him. And then he started treating her like shit, And that's one case where she's pressed. Another press, you just got some women, they just easy. Some of y'all got very little discernment, and all that guy had to do was say hi to you, and then he started treating you like shit because you got low self-esteem or something like that, right? So it's so many angles to the abuse, and so many women going through it, but the thing is, ladies, as soon as you get that abuse, you don't have to deal with it. Because understand something. I don't care what the guy got going, whether it's because he's super handsome or, killer body, or he got all this money, or, he the only one who wants you. There's no reason you should be going through abuse. Ask yourself, how can you deal with some guy who basically don't think enough of you to protect you? See, understand something. I've talked several times, even on this channel. I probably on all my channels, except maybe the business one, but I've always talked about men by nature got boundaries. Men by nature have a boundary, and within that boundary, he's willing to protect everything within that boundary. If a man is abusing you, you're not in his boundary. No ifs, ands, and buts. At best, you got permission to cross his boundary and to come inside his boundary, usually for some sex. Or if you can even call it that, because a lot of times those abusive guys ain't always good in bed. They usually treating you like shit there too. But some women think that's normal. But if you truly in a man's boundary, he won't think of here's the thing, he won't think of putting his hand on you. The thought won't even occur to him. You in his boundary, he's going to protect you. You in his boundary, somebody else mess with you, he'll lay out that body. So if a man's putting his hand on you, treating you poorly and stuff, you're not in his boundary. There's no ifs, ands, and buts. You know, he ain't gonna talk trash about you. He gonna make sure that you always taken care of. He's gonna lead. He's gonna have your best interests at heart. But what happens is, a lot of times guys get you because, you know, you got a fat ass or whatever, but he really got a disdain for you, you know. And all you there for is, you know, in some cases, he just needs something to bust nut in. I'm just gonna be raw with it, you know. You just preferable to his right hand, you know. Other cases, he just need that woman on his arm in public, cause you got some CEOs who are abusive, you got some ministers who are abusive, you got people in the public eye, but they need that woman right there. They need that woman right there, so, you know, he gonna deal with you. And see, one of the things, you know, there's so many reasons why a woman would deal with it, but sometimes the worst reason is some women just think it's normal and they don't think they have a choice. Understand something. Yeah, there's more women than men, but there are like your legitimately good guys out there. And I don't mean like some dorky or lame dude either. Let me be clear on that. You got some good, sharp, competent dudes out there. They can take care, like, especially for the women looking for the bag. You got some competent dudes out there, got the bag and everything. You know, that's what you want. And plus, they'll satisfy you in the bedroom, too. Because that's how much they care about you. Because if you're in a man's boundary, he also cares if you holler. He's going to want to. He's going to want to make you holler. So they out there. They out there. But see, some women, that's one of the things. One, you got to deal with that self-esteem thing. Because the only way you would tolerate the only way you can tolerate abuse is some men you think you're supposed to get it. You deserve it. You're in line for it. I've heard women actually say, well, you know, I deserve it. I did this or that. You know, no. So if you got this guy who's not empowering you, why are you with him? There's good dudes out there, legitimately good, competent dudes out there. That's one of the reasons I do this channel. Now, I know for some people, they'll say, well, you know, you're not, you know, some of the stuff can come off harsh. No, I'm tough love. I'm tough love. I'm telling you what your fathers would tell you, or probably what they have told your uncles, a man who actually care about your big brother, cousin, somebody actually care about you going to tell you. Not some bullshit that just going to, like, make it sound good and then you still getting dogged. Now, I'm going to tell y'all the real thing. So you got to ask yourself, that's the first thing. You got to deal with your esteem. You can do better. Now, some women, but in order for you to do better, you can't allow yourself to be used, talked down on, empowered. You should feel like you can fly with that dude. And you got some guys out there to do it. But then you get some women, they so jacked up. And if this is you, please, I'm not coming down on you. I'm saying get some help. Talk to an elder, talk to a therapist, whatever. But so jacked up that they actually more attracted to an abusive type of dude. And in fact, it could get deep to the point some women have been imprinted by the dude. Now, for those who might not be familiar with the imprint, because I talk about it a lot, I've talked about it on my men's channel. The imprint is simply when the first 2 or 3 men that you've had sex with, let's just say 3, first 3 men you've had sex with, they imprint you in the sense that subconsciously you prepare yourself for that type of dude. So that's something too. That's something. If you notice that you constantly if you look back at your first 3 guys, they were abusive, whipping your ass and all of that, and you keep running into it, that's that imprint. It takes a lot to break it. And it's not easy to break. Even for guys who think they can break a woman's imprint, nah, it's not easy. So, but don't tolerate it. Don't tolerate it. As soon as you see it, go. Walk. As soon as you see it, go. Walk. I would tell this to any of my female relatives. I tell this to any women I care about. You know. I've even told women. I tell women now, if I encounter them, make sure you're comfortable with me. Because I'm going to tell you what, and this is from a male's perspective now. I come across a woman that's abused and stuff, I'm highly reluctant to deal with her. I'm highly reluctant because too many women like that think if I'm not abusing them or something wrong with me. That's how deep it is. But the first thing, before you even come to a good dude, a truly good dude, deal with that abuse. Don't tolerate it. If you see it, bye. Walk out. Get away from that dude. Run. If you even see it. So, don't tolerate. Zero tolerance. You want that good man. That good man ain't doing all that. All right? That competent man ain't doing all that. So anyway, that's all I got for now, ladies. I'll talk to y'all soon.